Vlog number 1 of second semester doing first semester class. I am a complete slacker because this was due yesterday, and we talked about having to, the returners also having to do the video logs, and I know I heard Becky say yes, and then I just completely forgot until yesterday when we had class. So from now on, video logs will all be turned in on time. I really apologize, but this first dialogue is about what dialogue is and how I define dialogue. So after a semester of actually doing them twice a week, if not 3 times a week, every week, dialogue to me is the point in a conversation where people have gotten past that initial discomfort of being worried that you're going to say something stupid in a group of strangers, and people have gotten past that I'm too cool to be here, I'm going to make jokes, or I'm going to say inappropriate things, or I'm not going to contribute what I'm thinking because this space is uncomfortable. When people have gotten past that discomfort and moved to a place of, I can't believe I'm having this insane conversation with these people that I've never met before. And once they get to that point, where they're so engaged with the conversation because they're learning so much from other people and they're taking in all of these new things, and at the same time they have their own opinion and they're willing to give it to other people and to do it for the right reason, so that you may not be there to solve the world's problems, but every person in the room is prepared to give their opinion so that everyone has a greater understanding when they walk out of the room. And maybe that greater understanding leads to action and leads to a better solution for something. But the dialogue that I've seen and I've experienced and I love so much is the dialogue that allows people the space and the discomfort to learn something new that you can't experience from learning in a textbook, or just from hearing someone else speak, or from even experiencing it. It's just an understanding that you get sharing perspectives and offering perspectives in a not controlled space, but in a space that has reached a point where it's productive, if that makes sense. So that's how I define dialogue in a very roundabout and not concise or easy definition. The other question was, where do I see it taking place in my life, and where would I like to see it? I see it all the time now, and I really catch it when I start to use Becky and Jeff Kenny words like processing and I would like to challenge you to do this, or I would like to challenge that. I see it at times like that, but also I see it more in my own self. Like when I come into a conversation in my own desires and what's the word I'm looking for? Motivations. Like why I want to talk to this person, what I want to get out of the conversation. I see more of like I really just want to listen to you, and then if I have something awesome to say, I want to say it. But if not, I don't want to make a fool of myself. I don't want to detract from what you've said by just putting something out there. So I have seen dialogue changing my life and changing the way that I speak to people, and the way that I interact with people, and the way I encourage other people to interact. And it makes me really proud when I walk away from a situation where, in a non-nerdy or uncomfortable way, I've encouraged dialogue. And it's different from being an RA and being in that role as a mediator. It's like I know more behind what I'm encouraging. Like as an RA, you're just kind of trying to diffuse the tension, trying to get everyone to speak their mind, but as a PDF, you're trying to get people to speak their mind where it may not always be comfortable and where there may be tension, as long as they're doing it the right way. So I've really enjoyed seeing how it's affected me and how it's affected other people. I am looking forward to seeing it with our new group of PDFs, even though our start has been very, very different from what it was for me last year. I am anticipating and hoping for great things. And I just want to say, as I'm like watching myself make this video, because my camera is awesome and shows me the video as I make it, which is also kind of awkward because then you're staring at yourself the whole time and you're noticing all of your little quirks and flaws. I've just kind of had it in the back of my head, just thinking about how much I've changed in the last year, and kind of trying to think back to my very first video log and how incredibly awkward it was, and how embarrassing it is to say that I probably redid the video log 7 times before I turned it in, because I would just stop and be like, oh no, I said the word wrong, restart, and just how much more confident I am and assured in what I'm saying, and not as worried about looking like an idiot for a second. So much of how much I've changed I attribute to being a peer dialogue facilitator, and from what I've learned from all of the people involved in this program. So as embarrassing as this first late video log is for me, I'm feeling great about this semester, and I'm feeling great about what I've already accomplished. So thank you, and end of video log 1.